Welcome to the Pluto Sphere.
Connecting decentralized technologies to the global economy.
We are here to bring you the latest from the leading commanders in the crypto space.
So this week we welcome our guest, Alex of Starly. Starly are creating a space for artists and collectors to build economies around gamified NFT collectible cards.
Alex, it's great to have you on. Maybe we could just start by giving a brief overview of Starly for our audience, and you can just sort of dive into the project and what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you, Asa. Thank you, Georgina, for having me. Yeah, wrap up on the Starly and the team itself. So we are actually a pretty experienced team that is creating Starly. So we're together already for last decade. We are behind the major, biggest kind of like Q&A platforms in the world, Ask.fm and F3. So we're coming from the social network industry, and we're creating a Starly, kind of like a pumped up marketplace for launching your digital NFT collectibles in a type of card format. So it's kind of like an NBA Top Shot experience when you create a sealed pack experience opening on Starly. So yeah, we're already live for 2 months. We already have 10 collections as of date, doing pretty good. And today we're also having a launch. So stay tuned for that also.
Very, very exciting. So your next drop is Hellness, is that right? Am I saying that right? Hellness by Igor Skeletsky. How are you appealing to NFT artists?
So yeah, regarding our kind of like expansion and working with artists, of course, in the long run, Starly is going to be a platform for any creator who would like to launch their NFT collection as a first experience, right? Right now, we're working more with digital artists, as this concept is more kind of like understandable for the crypto users. But they're also showing how to kind of like utilize our concept in providing real quality of not only art, but also idea and manifest on the collection. So regarding Iger and other artists that are joining Starly, those are kind of like two ways how we approach them, by our own contacts, or we actually use our partnering agencies that are working directly to the creators and helping us in creating the collections and launching on Starly.
So people are actually able to create their own NFTs as well on Starly. So how are you advertising to people that have got no idea how to get into this stuff? They've heard about it in the market, they want to get in. How are you sort of making that easy for them?
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much like we're advertising by showing the successful cases of our digital artists, kind of like showing how the concept is actually working. As of today, Starly is built for anyone to actually launch a collection on the marketplace, on the launchpad. But we're limiting the artists as a future drops due to the kind of like, we just want to actually show how it should be done and not just like having a lot of collections that are not kind of like devaluing the other collection. So kind of like doing the curated drops and then opening to the public. So yeah, we're promoting by showing how the collections are done by digital artists. And in the long run, Starly will add more functions and more opportunities to launch their collection.
So have you got any sort of due diligence that you're doing on people that are entering into your space, want to say, I don't know, put their collection up on your marketplace? How are you saying yes, no, or are you just saying yes? So everyone.
No. That's not the case. So actually our community is very kind of like, they like what we're doing because we do a big cherry picking from all the collectors. So we have a big roster of not only digital artists, but also different creators. But yeah, we're really picky, not only because we pick the best art. We also see what is the person who is actually creating a collection. What is the storyline? What is the overall kind of like atmosphere that the collection will bring? Because on Starly, it's not about selling NFTs. It's about selling the whole story, the whole collection. That's why we're bringing more value to the collection as a phenomenon.
I think at the moment you can totally see like the world is changing around NFTs. Like at the beginning of the year, it was introduced. Not many people understood it, me included. I wasn't fully sold on the idea. And now we're sort of coming to the next market, and I'm so bullish on NFTs. We've actually got, Art Basel. That's next week. And I'm just so intrigued to see how they're going to recreate the artwork and how they're going to display the NFTs around the gallery, because surely we're expecting 35% upwards of digital artwork there. We've got to have sort of that much percentage for this to really be relevant, especially to our industry. So I'm really, really excited. Are you going to the Art Basel?
I was planning actually. I have to fly to US on the 19th of November, but I actually stayed for the guys because we're having a lot of work here. So I'm gonna miss the event. We also missed New York, but actually we're just gonna start. We're just gonna make everything happen, and during the next year, we're gonna be everywhere. So yeah.
Amazing. So can you reveal, and have you got any other collaborations, any exciting collaborations in the pipeline that you can give us a little sneak peek of?
So yeah, probably not gonna be a big sneak peek because we're currently kind of like taking everything step by step and not revealing what we're gonna do next. But it's definitely gonna be interesting because we're gonna change a little bit how the platform will look like in the future. So additional attributes will be added. That's one thing. Different collections will also be presented on Starly, not the ones that we are seeing right now, because they're all good, but like the concept of the collection is kind of like a Starly type-ish collection. But yeah, there's going to be big collaboration, not only with digital artists, but bands. So yeah, we're super bullish on what we're going to offer to our community in the next few quarters, few months.
I mean, it's exciting to see how you guys are going about getting new collaborations onto the market, especially with your own marketplace. It says a lot about what you've done and your sort of education in terms of artwork anyway. So maybe can we dive into that a little bit? How did you get into loving art, choosing art, knowing what's good about art?
Yeah, I mean, probably during the last two years, anyone who was in the crypto and started doing NFTs got well educated and start loving art, drinking wine, and be more cultural, right? So it also happened for us, right? So yeah, of course, like in the first steps when we're creating Starly, we're more kind of like inspired by what is happening on the Float blockchain and the Top Shot, which is like a sport NFT type of thing. But then we understood that there's a lot of creators who could utilize this approach and kind of like create various cool arts and we started just like pretty much like searching who can launch on Starly and started to understand, wow, there's a lot of cool things. There's a lot of digital artists who are not recognized yet, and they need to kind of shine, right? So and we started loving art, and now we're all like having art pieces all over our desktops, mobile phones. I know it's just a matter of time when we're going to have screens with NFTs in our office. So kind of like that. But yeah, our founders were actually very close to the art priorly to launching Starly, even in our social network days. So, but yeah, anyone who's joining Starly, starting with the developers, ending with business development people, we're all getting into art and starting loving this.
Wow, so that's clearly super unique, I guess, with the fact that everyone is so new to this space, especially us. So we've got obviously your IDO to look forward to on the 8th of December. Is there anything else that we can be looking forward to between that time in terms of your timeline, and also after the launch? What have we got coming up?
So yeah, right now our team is mainly focused on the IDO, and we're gonna make a lot of announcement during the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I know we were kind of silent, but yeah, a lot of information will flood from all of our social channels during the next 2 weeks. So stay excited. We prepared, as we think, one of the best cap tables regarding the investors. So we're very lucky to have the partners on board, meaning that they will help us in various ways, starting with marketing and ending with different interesting partnerships that will fuel up not only our token, but of course also the marketplace itself. So, but yet again, yeah, we'll have new features coming also after the IDO on the platform itself. And of course, today's Helen. So the launch, the drop of the collection, and then more collection will be announced soon.
So obviously we're coming up to the IDO, and the partners I think that you've chosen are super important to mention, why you've chosen them, and who you've got on board that are helping you through this process. So maybe let's talk about sort of the cap table and who is helping you the most in this, who, connection wise, who's introducing you to your new collaborations and things like that.
Yeah, so probably I will mention only a few because we really want to make a kind of like we want to highlight each particular investor and collaborator during our next 2 weeks. So I'm just going to name a few which are lead investors, and we're already we're really looking forward to working with them, starting with Animoca Brands, which is one of the leading VCs helping and investing in NFTs. So a lot of partnership will come from them. Also, we're having Spartan Group, which is the biggest VC, probably one of the biggest VCs that actually doing the partnerships. Double Peak, a lot of guys. And we're also having a big network of KOLs and marketing experts joining us at the late stages. So we're gonna kind of like cover a lot of geographies, including Asia, Europe, Russia. We're kind of like expanding globally. We're creating global product here. So yeah, really excited.
What would you say that you're most excited about in the future for Starly?
Oh God, I probably the thing is, I think, so pretty much like when you're doing the token round, probably like the best selling thing is the team itself. So when you're having a credible team with a proven track record, and you know what they did in the past, and you just know it's not going to be, it's going to be like the concept of the platform will always be upgraded because the people are actually very product orientated. So they're actually love to build, meaning like each feature that will come in Starly is a well thought, organized, and kind of like a neat feature to have. So I'm really, really looking forward how Starly will evolve with time, because yet again, I'm going to be honest with you, it's crypto, right? This is like pretty much like everything is changing to each minute, right? It's not like you're building a business and it's going to be the same in like 5 years, right? So I'm really bullish in looking how NFTs, marketplaces, Launchpad, and Starly will evolve and adapt to changes, and what features will be added for additional utility and for additional value for a community.
You know, it's funny you say that, because I've been on so many Shark Tanks lately where we're like looking at projects, and we're talking to other partners that are looking to get involved in really cool upcoming projects. And my go-to response when people tell me what you're looking for in a project is always the pedigree. That's what I call it. It's kind of like, you know, okay, they can produce something really cool to show me in the first instance, but are they going to keep it there in the long term? Is their longevity going to be in the space? And that's it. Evolving is the perfect, you've hit the nail on the head. I think it's when we look at crypto, we are here in sort of the revolution era where this isn't how it's going to be forever. At some point, it's going to be super easy. The mass adoption is going to be taken over, and we're just going to be, you know, part of the building towards that. So the evolution of a project is super, super important. That's fantastic. So in terms of growth, obviously we look at your socials, which are going crazy, really, really great. What would you say is the most important social people should be following you at the moment? Obviously, we're going to be putting all of your links below anyway, but what are we saying in terms of social? Where are you most active in terms of updates?
Right. So yeah, we're very actively on Discord. So pretty much like all the team members, including CEO and CTO, are there present. So you can ask a question. And this is kind of like our channel, how we communicate. We're collectors with our community. But as for announcement regarding the token, we have a Telegram group with Telegram link. So more questions regarding the token, it's going to be Telegram. So Discord is for the product, for communicating with the team and like our vision. And as for the token, it's going to be Telegram.
Perfect. Oh, it's been so good to have you on, Alex. Thanks so much for coming and telling us what we've got in store for Starly.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks so much, Pluto Knots, for watching. We'll be back with more from the galaxy of Pluto soon. Give us a like,
give us a share, and subscribe.